Hello. Hello, Virgo. Hey, Sean. Hey, Kiana. Hey, guys. All right, so Virgo, I'm not gonna, title this video pretty much. We're gonna go ahead and just pull some cards, see what's going to come out here for you. Um, I'm gonna give it a little bit because even on my computer, it doesn't look like it's not even showing that I'm live yet. But anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get into it. So there everybody is. Hey, Kibi. Hey, KSMC. Hey, Miss TK. Hey, Shauna. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Anointed Hands. Hey, Yolanda. What's going on, y'all? All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into the reading. Let's see what's coming out here for you guys. This is crazy because on my end, literally, oh, there it is. There it is. It was showing that I wasn't even live. I done called all those names and it was still saying waiting. YouTube is a trip. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? I know you are. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it. This is going to be for Virgo. Let's see what's coming out here for Virgo. Y'all know I love y'all because I don't like to shuffle around the camera. I have to shuffle around the camera. I'm going to show you what's at the bottom of the deck. We're going to see it in a minute. Ooh, we're going to get to that in a second. This is so crazy because this exact same card literally just came out for Sagittarius. Some of you guys may have Sagittarius in your chart, by the way. Tools. Oh, some of you guys need to fix something this weekend. Do you need something to be fixed? This could be something that's in your house. This could be your car. This could be your attitude. This could be your attitude. Your attitude needs to be fixed, Virgo. Or somebody's telling you that your attitude needs to be fixed. You have tasks that you're going to be taking care of this weekend, and I totally suggest that. You guys already know. I always say, with my Virgos, I take care of y'all, and I'm like, listen, what do? You always have a plan, and you always stay busy. Okay, keep that energy flowing. Keep it flowing, keep it moving, okay? All right. Now, this could be, in relationship-wise, someone wants to fix something with you. This could be in money-wise. You need to fix your finances. Maybe your resources are not what it used to be, okay? Maybe you're going to be putting in an application soon, all right? Getting shit done. This is the most Virgo card I have ever seen. And you guys already know I'm not used to reading the words on the card, but I'm going to say it's kind of hitting today. I think it's hitting. Kibi said, yeah, she about to go to Home Depot right now. Okay, it's hitting. It's hitting. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just going to go ahead and read some of the stuff on the cards because it's like telling us something. All right. It says being well prepared. And I already told y'all that, right? Planning ahead of time, being well prepared. Stay prepared so you don't have to get prepared. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, right? So this is what I'm saying. I do see that this weekend you guys are going to be really getting stuff done. This is really good. Now, this is interesting. When we look at Pearl, I actually like this because if you have these two cards together, look at what it says here. Okay, can y'all see that? It says abilities. And this one says intuition, wisdom, hidden things. Now, I use this for Sagittarius and I said, you have the ability of what? Discernment. Okay? Now, when I look at you, to me, it just seems a lot of you guys are very spiritual. I'm gonna say that too because I forgot to say that with Sagittarius. Opening up. Are some of you guys developing your skills with something? I think this would make sense. Didn't I say that in one of our videos before? Did I not say that? I think I said that, right? So some of you guys are developing your skills. So let's say if you're a hairdresser and you're like, "Ooh, I looked at TikTok. I watched TikTok, and you know TikTok don't do it. Yeah, they have like a new hairstyle that everybody's trying to do, right? And you guys are gonna end up, trying it on someone's head, or you're gonna practice it. Like this is you developing some type of skill, even though you may be doing that now. You may be, I've been a hairdresser for the 15 years. You're gonna be developing a skill in that field. So you guys could be looking up new laws if you're a lawyer, okay? You guys could be, trying out new cakes, or if you guys are a teacher, maybe you guys are getting more education in something. I don't know. I'm just saying, this is just what I see. I feel like there is, when it says developing character, this is talking about your ability to get things done and your skill set. So I do believe that in the long run, this is what I'm seeing, that you guys are going to be really good at what you do. You got 2 number 1s here, by the way. So this is a new beginning, okay? You have it in Capricorn, and then you have it in Cancer. So Jupiter is obviously doing something in your chart, because Jupiter right now is in Cancer, which is the opposite of Capricorn. All right. So there could be some type of recognition. Capricorn is technically the house of status and promotions and reputation and career and opening up. There could be a job opening, a new beginning in a job. Number 2 number 1s. Let's look at this next card. Oh, wait. I don't even think I have to say that, but I will, because I know y'all want to hear it. Soulmate, lovers, union, dating, and attracting. Now, this could happen this weekend, but listen, I have been on Zoom with y'all. I know so many of y'all fine. Y'all literally go out the house, so it's not like you don't attract people most of the time everywhere you go. But it's the kind of person that you're going to be attracting. Because remember, this card talked about building. I'm using all of these cards together. They're all telling us something. So it's going to be someone that you can build with. This ain't going to be just somebody that you're just going to be just talking to, laying down with, that type of thing. I don't know. For some of you guys, you may be okay with that for right now, but this is definitely going to be, like it says, 2 of a kind. This is your person. This is who you consider to be your person. This person has long-term potential. Okay? So we're going to put that to the side. Boom. Now, at the bottom of the deck, you guys did have checkered flag, which talks about a conclusion of something. This is the outcome, verdict. If you are in court, there could be some type of verdict coming up with that. The end of something. Finishing first, achievement, and final chapter, feeling relieved. All right. I want to actually keep this card, because I want to see what all of these cards has to say when it comes down to the tarot. Let's get to it. Let's get into it. This is for Virgo. Let's see what's coming out here for Virgo. Ooh, the Chariot card tried to come out. Okay, it went right back in. All right, this is for Virgo. However it falls, y'all. Boom. Oh, my goodness. Hello. And then you even had the 10 of Pentacles in the upright, y'all. We go back to the tools. I use this for everything. Remember, I talked about fixing your relationship, fixing your attitude, fixing your relationship with your family, fixing your relationship that's romantically. But I also said fixing what? Your money. And if we have these 2 cards right here, it specifically says the Queen is under the King. That means that you're good. You may not be the Emperor. You may not be the King. You may not be living like that, but you are living. And for some of you, you can get this money through, and this is wealth though. Oh, the fact that this came up with her. Some of y'all really are fixing up your house. You're going to be able to buy a house. I do see moving here. There is something dealing with your home that I do see that you're going to like. This is more like an upgrade. You're going to be able to upgrade. And some of you already know about that, or you're obviously maybe, but if you don't, there's something here that talks about being able to afford a certain kind of lifestyle here with the 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Hello. Now, could you get this through a long-term committed relationship? Yeah. It depends on who you're marrying. This could be an inheritance. This could be money from court. We just saw that, right? Verdict. Okay. Oh, yeah, this looks good. So we're going to put her right here. So as far as finances is concerned, and this is always Virgo energy to me, and I know this is any earth sign. I know this is any earth sign. This could be Capricorn or Taurus. If you were to even apply each house with her, it's saying Virgo, health, work. Okay? That there is something good coming through the area of health and work. Maybe that's what you're fixing. Maybe you're fixing up your health. Maybe you're eating differently. Okay? Maybe some of you guys will stop eating meat. You're going to start exercising more. Maybe you'll take out sugar in your diet. Okay? Because remember, Virgo deals with the intestines and he separates things. Okay, that's what the intestines does. The good nutrients from the bad, right? From the bad stuff. So, and that's what you guys are going to be doing when it comes down to your health. You guys are going to be like, okay, well, I can eat this, I can eat that. I'm going to eat this, I'm going to not eat that. I'm not going to drink this. You get what I'm saying? So here, as far as the Virgo element, that's what I see. And then fixing up your money could have something to do with a promotion, a raise, or you are being seen in some way. An achievement. Again, we saw that even here. We saw it here. I told you these cards are going to always tell us some type of achievement that you're going to be able to experience here with that Queen of Pentacles that came up in the upright, not in the reverse. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, wait, I want you guys to see it. Now, this is you. Let's see how you're feeling. Let's see how you're feeling in real time. Uh-oh, Two of Pentacles. You got a lot going on here. You got a lot going on. Okay. Oh my God, I just got a flood of shit when I picked this card up. Okay, we need to woosah for a second. Ooh, Virgo, calm down. Virgo, that energy was thick, and this just came off the Two of Pentacles card. Whew. Virgo. All right. This is making me feel that outside of your mundane responsibilities, okay, because that's what she talks about, right? Being responsible. Outside of your mundane responsibility, whether it's with you, family, whatever, outside of that, there is something else that's happening that's much deeper than you just being busy. This is you feeling a little scattered. You feel a little out of place. You feel these intense feelings that you don't know what to do with them. You feel up and down. You have good days. You have bad days. There's a lot of emotional anguish. There's a lot of anxiety that's happening here because some of your decisions you may be too afraid to make because you're afraid that you're going to make a mistake. Or again, this just has something to do with being able to handle all the responsibility and you feel overwhelmed. And I'm telling you, I just see too much worry here. I see fear. I see anxiety. I feel trauma here. Okay, Virgo, woosah for a second. I get it. But what's so amazing about this card is that the Two of Pentacles came up in the upright, not reverse. That card says, what on here? Can y'all see that? Balancing, being able to balance. The universe is not going to make things easy for you because you're uncomfortable. This is the least of your concern. Now, I get it if you're trying to balance your budget and you're like, well, shit, I got to pay for this. But this is even more important. I got to pay for that. And then I got to go to work. And then I got to take care of my child. And then I have to take care of my family. And I need to go to the doctor's appointment. And I need to go to the dentist appointment. And I don't have enough time today. You get what I'm saying? Like, I get if you guys are feeling like there is just so much on your plate. But with this, you're going to have to say, all right, I have to take care of the most important things, the most pertinent things, the things are of priority, and the rest, just give me a second. Okay. It's so funny because that's me. That's how I am in real life. If I'm feeling overwhelmed, ain't nobody getting nothing out of me for like a good day. I'm like, listen, I can't talk right now. Listen, just give me a second. Just give me a second. Okay. It's too much. I don't allow anybody to impose. And I don't allow feelings and energy to impose. I can cry for like a good hour and literally the next day you will think that nothing happened. Okay? literally. And I only cry for an hour. And that's like me listening to music and washing my dishes. Okay, I allow myself to purge. But this should not be going on for days. And for some of you, I'm seeing that there is too much emotional baggage and too many unresolved issues that you are going through. And here with this Two of Pentacles, baby, it's just too much for me. Okay, and I teach you guys and tell you guys how to handle that and to ground yourself, but it's just too much. A lot of you guys feel like you're at rock bottom. You feel like a failure because your relationships are not working out. You feel like everything is just going to hell in a handbasket. Okay, you feel ruination like Janet Jackson, and we don't need to be singing that. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get your next card coming out. This is for Virgo. We don't need to be in that energy, Virgo. Okay, Queen of Wands came up right. Uh-oh. Hey, I like this energy. Hello. Ooh. Y'all don't even know this. The Queen of Wands is the pinnacle of confidence. Look at what came out before. You see how Spirit said, I got you. I got you. I'm not going to give you just one queen, even if you're divine masculine. Just listen to what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to give you just one queen or king. I ain't going to give you just one. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Let me first stabilize you. Let me first stable you out. Queen of Pentacles. Now, you still have a lot going on, but I need you to stable things out. I need you to ground yourself. The Two of Pentacles talks about balancing. You still got a lot going on, but now you're able to go going. I like that. You got this flow. Okay, good. And we talked about that at the beginning of the reading, didn't we? Didn't we talk about that? I think we did. Hold on. I don't want to miss that. Exactly? Well prepared. Getting things done. Because see, now you guys automatically know what's going on. So this right here, the Queen of Pentacles, is getting shit done. All right. Now there's an easy flow with this balancing of all the different things that you have to do in life. Now I got everything is starting to go. Everything is starting to flow for me. And then boom, she came out. Now here's the sexiness. Now this is the confidence. Now you're like, okay, all right, I think I could probably take myself out to dinner. I could probably go ahead and buy those pairs of shoes. I like those jeans. I like those pants. All right. I could probably go ahead and order on Fashion Nova. Give me a cute little something. Get my hair done. Maybe dye my hair a little bit. Shave my beard. I'm not talking about me. Don't even try it. But I'm just saying, right? Like the confidence is starting to actually kick off because it said it in order what's happening. Spirit is that loving. God is that loving. I'm not going to leave you out here because I already know that you've been through it. I know your finances haven't been right. I know your relationships haven't been right. I know you've been doing too much and you feel unloved and not even cherished enough. But we're about to start to get this thing to move. Now you're in this energy where it's like, okay, you're outgoing. I see you socializing, by the way. I don't know who you're socializing with, but I actually see you going out socializing. This is making me feel like there is a love interest in your reading, which we already know because it's there. So you're not going out looking raggedy. You have a reason to dress up now. You really do. Oh my God. You actually really do have a reason to dress up because she's in red. Red is fire and that's passion. You're getting excited to go out and do something. Remember, we talked about the mundane things. That's what you've been doing. That's what you've been doing. And that's not good enough, but it's okay. This is what you had to do, what you had to go through. Okay. Some of you guys are coming out of divorces and all the other crap. But now, again, we're talking about you're dealing with someone who's charming and you're talkative and they're talkative and they're sexy and you're sexy. And you guys are like, okay, we can enjoy ourselves. And I think I mentioned this before, how I feel like you guys are going to end up you're going to be meeting someone when you're out at an event, or it could be something as small as like a community event, or, well, they have so many in Chicago. They have so many festivals. They have it either in like Indiana or they have it in Chicago. They have so many festivals. And I don't know if it's like that in other cities, but it's like, this is like a perfect time for you guys to just go out and enjoy yourself. Even if it's by yourself or with your friends, this is a good time for you to socialize because you meet people. I always end up talking to people when I go out. Always. I may be like, oh, girl, I love your shoes, or I like this. And then the next thing I know, I'm standing there for like a good 30 minutes. Okay. So I think this would be something good for you guys to do. And then I'm just saying based off of what I see, there is somebody that you're going to be running into or someone who's going to come up to you. Okay? Because it seems like you're at a social event. All right? Or you already met them and you will be going, because I do see that. Now here you have the 7 of Wands, something worth fighting for. Your relationship, your money, your heart, to protect your heart. Now, usually the 7 of Wands talks about a guarded energy, being very protective over yourself. And I really do see that a lot of you guys are being very much so protective over your energy. And I love this because you have not been. Okay? You have not been protective over yourself. And sometimes for some of you, I just feel like you were regressing. You were depressed, and now you're putting your foot down and you're saying, okay, I got to get stuff done. I'm not going to be pushing stuff back. I'm not going to be procrastinating. Again, it's interesting because I literally said this. I don't even know why I was just thinking that, but even in Sagittarius reading, they had victim mentality. And I was about to say it. I'm like, well, damn, they don't have that card, but I can say that with you. This is not to say that we don't see that there's been some things that you've experienced. You have been through hell. A lot of you guys have been through hell. But we're not going to make that be your ending story. That's not going to be your forever thing. Okay? So here with the 7 of Wands, I definitely see that for a lot of you guys, you're going to have things worth protecting. You have money. Don't be, even if you fall in love, they ain't got to know how much money you make. They ain't got to, no, not right now. Okay? And then this is very much so an energy to protect your heart. Okay? All right, let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Virgo. You have the Empress in the reverse. Please do not go into relationships feeling insecure. I hate that because I literally asked what you're going to be feeling. This is after. There's this like niceness, nice energy here. Like very much so this niceness. Okay. And I don't know if you're afraid, but to see insecure coming out, not feeling like you are worthy. I don't know why this is coming out because it's not like somebody is making you feel this way. I just feel like you'll be in that energy where you're like, this just can't be happening to me right now. That's just like people who've had a lot of money, and when they get the money, the whole time they have it, they're worrying about them losing it. And this is why the universe is trying to get you to slowly come out of this hell that you're in, because it's literally two extremes. But I don't like that. You guys already know I'm real with my readings, and I don't want you to be so distracted in love that you start neglecting yourself again. Please do not do that, because that's another part of this card here. I want you guys to actually take care of yourself. Go to the doctor, because here it says, are you paying attention to your body, to the way that you feel when you're in relationships, to the way that you feel when you're around people who don't like you? Or if you don't know that they don't like you, then you could be like, something's off. Make sure you protect your energy. Here it is, protecting yourself. Even if it's just as small as keeping yourself away from certain people. Okay? It says feminine powers. Again, I keep on seeing this whole thing dealing with you with your intuition. Let's go ahead. Let's get some channeled cards. Some of y'all got Sagittarius in your chart, because here it is again. Here it is again. Why am I seeing some of y'all? And then when I looked at that card, I'm like, are they dependent on something? Because here it is again. I see that some of you guys could be doing something that is helping you cope with your problems. Now, I don't know what the hell that could be. And again, that's something as simple as being on social media all night to 2 o'clock. And I know it's not necessarily simple, but that could be what it is, right? It could be drinking, though. Okay, it could be dealing with the wrong person because you don't like to hear your own thoughts. I don't know, but I'm telling you, please stop it. Okay, because some of you guys are dissociating yourself from reality. We don't want to do that. Oh yeah, you guys got somebody coming up in here that's definitely long term. This was absolutely correct. That was absolutely correct, because this was the card that turned over, and I wasn't even going to be. I was just pulling. I wasn't even planning on pulling these cards today. But yeah, you definitely got someone coming in here who's going to be long term. That I can tell you. And see, this is it again. I did not pull these cards. And remember when I said certain type of events or an event? Okay. So I definitely feel like there is some type of event that you're going to be going to here. All right. There is somebody who is salty because you stopped talking to them or you put up some type of boundary. Now that could be a family member. This could be a friend. This could be a lover. This is so funny because the person is so salty. They will come back in here and fuck your shit up. You see, they got a sledgehammer. They're like, okay, yeah, you let me back in. You're going to see what's going to happen. That whole salty thing, bitter and angry and very irritated because you are no longer in the mix. Okay, remember I said earlier, some of you guys are divorced or due to the fact that some of you guys are moving on from somebody or you stopped talking to a friend. Okay, because baby, they were trying to cause, exactly, this person was a diva and they were a troublemaker. A diva troublemaker. Difficult to please. Again, y'all know that could be y'all mamas too. Please don't be a rebound to nobody. Please do not be a rebound. Maybe that could be I didn't really see anybody from your past coming back up in here, but don't be a rebound. That's just FYI. Okay. Just don't do that. Maybe some of you guys needed to hear that. Oh, this is the card that I split the deck with. Unconditional love. That goes right there. I literally split the deck. Why does it look like somebody copying y'all's style? Not really sure what that's all about. Oof. Y'all, you or somebody that you're dealing with really do have PTSD. I have tons of cards here. I'm only picking the ones that feels right. Some of you guys really do have some type of like post-traumatic. Didn't I use the word trauma earlier today when I first started the reading? I think I did. I think I used the word trauma. Okay. And I'm not sure if this is, now I can see when it says stress disorder, right? When it comes to all the shit that you've experienced. And again, remember, that's the reaction that I said with that Empress when I said, hey, when you actually get the money you've been poor forever, here it is. You don't know how to enjoy it because you're afraid that you're going to lose it. That's trauma. I really do believe that some of you guys are sitting in that. And it's like, you like, man, I don't know how to get up out of this. Yes, I don't know. I don't know how to get up out of that. Okay. Please stay away from people who have big ass egos. All right. There is somebody that I do see here that likes you. This could be somebody at your work. This could be someone this could be someone in your neighborhood. This could be someone on the internet. I mean, but that's kind of, I'm not saying that it's weird, but I'm just saying. Okay. It's somebody who likes you. They just haven't said anything. It could be someone that you know. Now, let me go back to that. This could be someone that you already know and you met them, but they're secretively liking you. You get what I'm saying? They're kind of like secretively liking you. You just don't know it. But you became friends with them, on the internet or something. Ooh, this is crazy. The last one here says mechanical. Ain't that crazy? 2 cards that actually matched. Fix it. Going. This was the last card I was going to pull too. Thinking logically without emotion. Remember, I'm not going to pick up these cards because it's going to mess everything up. Go back. You're going to see that on that card, it says practicality or practical. You can't afford to be messy anymore. You can't afford to be messy. You can't afford to be messy, babes. Not after what we saw. Not after all of this we saw. You can't afford to do that. This is the reason why you had the checker flag. You didn't have the white flag of giving up. No. Remember, that's just, hey, I'm giving up. That's what they do in war. Hey, white flag, you're going to give up, right? Or surrendering to people, surrendering to your situation and circumstances. No. You had the checker flag, which talks about the end. You crossed the finish line. That's what that means. But this goes back to what? Fixing something. Okay? That is what I see. A lot of y'all do feel betrayed. That's why they kept asking me to pull. This is what I was talking about with that Two of Pentacles. You haven't been yourself because of your situations. You don't even recognize your feelings and emotions half the time. You don't like how you feel because you feel guilty for feeling sad. You feel guilty for feeling bad. You ever do you lash out? Some of y'all. It's funny because I started off saying that fix your attitude, didn't I? I think I did. I think I was joking about it, and I said fix your attitude. I was joking, but I feel like that's for real, right? But it makes sense. You done been through a lot. Okay? Mood swings. This is not you. And it's because of what you've experienced. I'm telling you, this is the reason why the Empress came out, the last part where it says, pay attention to you. Do not neglect you anymore. And the thing is, let's say even at this point, you're like, okay, I don't have the time or the money to do half of what you experienced. You will. You will. And it says, when you do have it, treat yourself like you are a princess, male and female. Yeah, treat yourself like you are a princess. Okay? Because this right here, you could be dealing with people who may have this type of thing. This is a real thing. You guys already know. When you go to the doctor's office, I will always give you all those little sheets, okay? And most people lie on that. Like, how do you feel every day? Do you wake up in the morning? You know? And most people will be like, no, I'm good. I'm okay. No, I'm good. And it's so funny because most people didn't realize I was intuitive. I could always tell. Okay. But the thing is, even when they will question those things and they don't necessarily answer correctly, there were so many people who were just walking around with functional depression. That's just what it was. They were just functioning. They were just living. That's just how they were. Okay. And most people suffer from this. I don't care who it is. This right here, you're taught in school that mental health or having some type of like issue. Remember, it didn't say disease. It says issue, which means right now you are outside of your mind. And wouldn't you be if you got a divorce and now you have to do all of this by yourself and you got these little babies, or you don't have a job, you've been working at a job for so long and all of a sudden you're not working at the job anymore. And then I saw this one lady, and this was probably one of the saddest things I have ever seen. She was probably about like 50 something years old. She was on TikTok, and literally, I mean, I had never seen no shit like that, and my heart broke. And she was on TikTok, and that was her only video. She had posted her only video, and she was crying. She said, I've been doing this for the past 6 months. I don't know what to do, y'all. And y'all, when she broke down crying, I mean, I'm talking about my stomach turned. Because you literally saw a woman cracking on the camera. So this is why I'm saying, I don't want you guys to feel bad about feeling what you're feeling, because we're not living in normal times. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want you guys to hear it. I want you guys to feel it and know that it's going to be okay. Okay. But you also don't need to be around people who's putting this type of shit on you either. And if you can try to avoid them as much as you can, try to avoid them as much as you can. All right. Put space between you and them so you won't go under. All right. Virgos, you guys already know I love you. All right. Love you with all my heart. Okay. We're going to come back. Again, I don't think I'm going to be going on live tonight to do your love reading, but you're going to have another reading a little bit later on today. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. And if you guys are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. Please like, please subscribe. Make sure you comment. And I'll see you guys back here